Long ago, nestled between dark woods and misty hills, lay a quiet village named Eldergrove. The villagers were simple folk, living off the land and wary of the unknown. At the edge of the forest, in a crooked little cottage, lived a woman named Morwenna. She was unlike anyone the villagers had ever known. Her hair as black as a raven's wing, her eyes like molten gold. They called her witch, whispered it like a curse, though none had proof. The crops thrived when Morwenna passed through the fields, and the sick healed after she visited their homes in the dead of night. But fear is a stubborn seed. The village men, led by a proud blacksmith named Garrick, saw her powers as unnatural. "No good comes from a woman who dances with shadows," Garrick would grumble, his voice heavy with suspicion. One monsoon season, when the rains won't stop, the fields and the rivers were filled with water, a strange sickness swept through Eldergrove. The children burned with fever, and the elders coughed their lungs raw. Desperate, the villagers turned to Morwenna, begging for her aid. She agreed but asked for nothing in return, only that they trust her. Under her care, the village slowly mended. She brewed potions from herbs no one could name and whispered ancient words that soothed the sick. But as the raining days come to an end, the villagers' gratitude soured. Rumors bloomed like weeds. "She brought the sickness," they whispered. "She wants to control us." One stormy night, Garrick rallied the village men. Torches in hand, they marched to Morwenna's cottage, their hearts pounding louder than the rain on their shoulders. "Witch!" Garrick roared, pounding on her door. "Come out and face your judgment." Morwenna stepped into the downpour, her golden eyes glowing in the torchlight. She said nothing as they accused her, their voices trembling with fear and fury. When Garrick lunged forward, ropes in hand, Morwenna finally spoke. "You fear what you do not understand," she murmured. "But beware the price of your hatred." The men dragged her to the old oak at the village's edge, binding her to its gnarled trunk. They lit the fire beneath her feet, the flames hungrily licking at the rain-soaked wood. But as the fire crackled, something strange happened. The rain grew heavier, the wind howled like a wounded beast, and the flames hissed and died. Morwenna vanished into the storm. When morning came, Eldergrove was changed. The crops withered, the rivers dried, and the sickness returned, fiercer than before. No matter how they searched, the villagers never found Morwenna again. Some said she fled into the forest, others claimed she became the storm itself. But the village men, especially Garrick, carried the weight of their deed. Years passed, and Eldergrove faded into legend. But on stormy nights, when the wind howls and the rain falls in sheets, the villagers say you can still hear Morwenna's voice, whispering through the trees. "You fear what you do not understand, but now you understand fear." Those were Morwenna's last words to them, and those words haunt them for a very long time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more interesting stories like this.